In 1993, a wild action movie hit theaters, Demolition Man. On the surface, it looked like just another Sylvester Stallone shoot-'em-up, packed with explosions, one-liners, and chaos. But hidden beneath the neon lights and frozen villains was a chilling prophecy of our world today. Fines for swearing, fast food monopolies, celebrity politicians. It all came true. This wasn't just a movie. It was a warning disguised as entertainment. So, buckle up, because these are 20 insane facts about Demolition Man that will blow your mind and freeze your expectations. A battle before the freeze, before Sylvester Stallone ever suited up as John Spartan, Warner Brothers had a very different vision for the film. It wasn't supposed to be a cop thriller. It was imagined as a full-blown martial arts showdown between Jean-Claude Van Damme and Steven Seagal. Two legends, one screen, but ego got in the way. Neither wanted to play the villain, and both walked away before cameras rolled. That's when Stallone stepped in. He saw something more than action. He saw a story about survival in a world that had forgotten what real life felt like. For the villain, Simon Phoenix, he personally pushed for Jackie Chan, hoping for a cross-cultural twist. Chan liked the idea, but his Chinese audience didn't want their hero playing evil. He declined, and fate stepped aside for Wesley Snipes, the man who would bring chaos to life. Snipes turned Phoenix into a performance of pure anarchy. He bleached his hair, embraced the madness, and tore through scenes with energy too wild to contain. The result was electric. Stallone's stoic control collided with Snipes' unpredictability, and their on-screen chemistry turned a simple action movie into an unforgettable clash of power and style. The Woman Who Saved the Future. Originally, the role of Lenina Huxley wasn't meant for Sandra Bullock. It was given to Lori Petty, fresh from Point Break and Tank Girl. But within 2 days, she was gone. Creative differences shut her out, leaving the set in panic. They needed someone who could balance Stallone's seriousness and Snipes' mania with something lighter, something human. That's when Sandra Bullock arrived. She was still an unknown face, but her natural charm transformed the character. Instead of being a flat futuristic cop, Huxley became the film's beating heart. Curious, funny, and full of optimism. She bridged the cold, controlled future with the chaos of the past. Her innocence gave the story warmth. Just months later, she would star in Speed and become Hollywood's newest sensation. In hindsight, Demolition Man didn't just save a struggling production, it launched Sandra Bullock into stardom. It even predicted it. In the movie, a small model bus appears behind her character. A year later, she was driving one through Los Angeles in Speed. Coincidence? Or fate hiding in plain sight? Stallone against time. The year 1993 was a storm for Sylvester Stallone. While filming Demolition Man, he was also working on Cliffhanger. He would spend mornings battling Simon Phoenix in futuristic cities and afternoons hanging from icy cliffs. He barely slept, barely rested, but he kept moving. The grind was relentless, but the gamble paid off. By the end of the year, Stallone wasn't just an actor. He was the face of 1990s action cinema. 2 blockbuster hits in 1 year proved that his dominance was unshakable. From frozen prisons to frozen peaks, he conquered every element thrown at him. Snipes, too fast for film. The Lost Daughter. Early drafts of Demolition Man revealed a touching subplot. John Spartan's daughter was still alive, grown up, and living among the underground rebels. Some scenes were even filmed, showing a brief reunion between father and child. But when the test audiences saw it, the studio panicked. The emotional tone slowed the pace, so they cut it out completely. This missing storyline sparked years of fan theories. Some even believed Sandra Bullock's character was secretly Spartan's daughter. It wasn't true, but the mystery gave the movie a strange new life, one that fans still debate today: the lawsuit that vanished. In the mid-1980s, István Nemere, a Hungarian author, published a novel titled Fight of the Dead. It told the story of cryogenically frozen criminals revived in a peaceful future where violence was banned. When Demolition Man was released, the similarities were impossible to ignore. Nemere went public, accusing Hollywood of stealing his story. But fighting Warner Brothers was impossible. Without international copyright protection, his claim faded before reaching court. Still, the accusation lingered, adding another layer to the film's strange mythology. A European novel swallowed by a Hollywood machine. Joel Silver's explosive touch. In its earliest versions, Demolition Man was a sharp, ironic satire. It mocked censorship, corporate control, and social obedience with subtle humor. Then came Joel Silver, the producer behind Lethal Weapon and Die Hard. Silver didn't believe in subtlety. He believed in explosions. He tore through the quiet drafts and rebuilt the movie into a roaring roller coaster. Under his vision, every moment was bigger, faster, louder. Critics thought it was chaos. Fans thought it was perfect. Irvine, the real city of tomorrow. The city of San Angeles looked like a futuristic paradise, clean, bright, and eerily controlled. But those towers and streets weren't CGI. They were real locations in Irvine, California, a place already designed with futuristic minimalism. Its polished glass buildings and empty roads became the perfect setting for a society that had scrubbed away its history. The cars of the future. The movie's sleek vehicles came straight from General Motors. The crown jewel was the GM Ultralight, a carbon fiber concept car so rare that only one fully functional version existed. For the film, GM built extra models just for the background. Long before electric cars and self-driving headlines, Demolition Man gave audiences a glimpse of what the automotive future could look like. A world of silent machines gliding through spotless streets. The franchise wars. In the film's future, only one restaurant survives the franchise wars: Taco Bell. The joke became one of the movie's most famous gags. But when Demolition Man went global, the studio faced a problem. Many countries didn't have Taco Bell. The solution was absurd. Every Taco Bell logo was replaced with Pizza Hut. Two versions of the movie now exist, one where Stallone dines on tacos, another where he twirls pasta. It's a bizarre parallel universe, fitting for a film obsessed with fractured realities. The music of prophecy. The song Demolition Man wasn't written for the movie. Sting wrote it back in 1981 for his band, The Police, and later Grace Jones turned it into a fiery anthem. When Warner Brothers wanted a soundtrack, Sting re-recorded it. Slower, darker, heavier. A song born in political rebellion became the haunting theme for a dystopian prophecy. Rambo Returns. Sort of in Kuwait, the movie was released under a new name, Rambo, the Destroyer. Local marketers thought Sylvester Stallone's Rambo legacy would sell better. Audiences expecting jungle warfare got cryo prisons and Taco Bell dinners instead. It was false advertising at its finest, but it worked. Tickets sold out, and an accidental alternate timeline was born, where Rambo fought the future. The toy line nobody expected. Despite being rated R, Demolition Man spawned a Mattel toy line aimed at kids. The action figures were modeled after Stallone and Snipes, many built from recycled He-Man molds. It was ironic. A movie that warned against consumerism turned into its own merchandise empire. Comics, games, and chaos. The story didn't end when the credits rolled. DC Comics published a 4-issue Demolition Man series expanding the world of San Angeles. Then came a video game for SNES and Sega Genesis, a strange mix of side-scrolling shooter and top-down maze. Critics hated it, but fans loved revisiting Spartan's frozen world. The film became more than a movie. It became a cult universe. The legend of the three seashells, no mystery from Demolition. Man has endured longer than the three seashells. How do they work? Nobody knows. Writer Daniel Waters admitted the idea came from a friend's bathroom decor. It was meant as a joke, but it became legend. Demolition Man started as pure 90s chaos, but today, it feels hauntingly real. A neon warning we never listened to. The explosions are long gone, but its message still echoes louder than ever. Maybe the future it showed wasn't fiction. It was us. If this blew your mind, like, share, and subscribe for more untold movie truths. Thanks for watching.